Hi lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. Today is Monday, which means it's Mystery Monday, as every Monday in October is Mystery Monday over on this channel. I've wanted to do this reading for a while and I felt very pulled to do it today. And I think it's a big question and a big mystery. You know, what on earth is going on Earth? For many of you, obviously if you're here, you're spiritual. And a lot of you will be light workers. And so you'll be aware that we are in spiritual warfare. It really is light versus dark at the moment. So even if you're new to spirituality, you're probably just waking up to it. Or if you've been in it for a long time, you'll know that your gifts and your abilities are probably being pulled now more than ever. And you're probably feeling more drained than ever as well. And it's because we're needed. You know, spirit needs our light. We are their representation here on the earth. And I just really felt called to share their messages about where we're going, what's going on, and, you know, how we can work with them in this. So I did channel some messages. So I'm going to share them with you and then we'll go in and pull the cards. So if you do enjoy this reading, please do hit a lovely thumbs up. If you have enjoyed our lovely community already, then please do subscribe for more psychic and spiritual content. Please do leave your channeled messages or your thoughts down in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. And if you'd like your own personal and private reading with me, you can book with me over on www.kirstilewis.com. But let's get into it. So, okay, the first thing I really picked up from Spirit was that, I'm just going to pop this down here, I had to hold on to the clear quartz, is that we are moving back into feminine energy for balance. So for a long time I really feel that the earth plane, and I'm talking decades, has been in masculine. We've been moving more and more and more into masculine, which was fine for a certain period of time because it was balanced. But now we've gone way too far in that direction. And feminine had been almost kind of like silenced and suppressed for such a long period of time, and now you'll probably see it, you'll notice it, you know, in women empowerment, all the movements we've had, everything, that's the energy starting to come back to the middle. We need balance. We need feminine and masculine energy on this planet. We need it. Yin and yang, masculine and feminine. We need both in order to survive. And so Spirit are saying that more than ever now, feminine energy is being called back. Women are being called into leadership roles. I see more female presidents and prime ministers coming in, more females in politics and higher positions, more campaigns, more protests. These, you know, like for example, the abortion ruling that was made. I can't remember where in America it was made, I'm really sorry, but those kind of things, we're seeing it exposed. These kind of things once upon a time would have been done behind closed doors, no one would have said anything, but now with the social media period that we are in, the social media era, you can't hide anymore. And that's something I picked up here. Where is it? Sorry, I made a few notes. A lot of what is going on is not being televised. It is up to us to be the media. Okay, so Spirit talked about us. It is up to us to be the social media, to be the media, because the things that the media are putting out, we know this is not true and they're not showing a lot. But with that comes the collapse of social media platforms. Things will start breaking down. We saw Facebook and Instagram go down the other day. That's going to become more of an occurrence because people have free reign to say what they want, although you will also probably start to see, and I feel like it may have already been happening on platforms, that when you say certain words, say certain things, your stuff will get blocked, you will get blocked, you will get suppressed. TikTok is very good at that, I hear. I don't have a TikTok page, but I hear it's very good at that. Spirit are saying things have to break down to break through. Earth and structure as we know it is breaking down. Spirit is saying that now is not the time to be getting distracted. I'm going to go in and pull some golden tarot as I talk about this. Now is not the time to be getting distracted. Life, we're being told, is returning back to normal. What does that mean? Life can never be normal as we knew it before after what we've been through. We have been through a period of trauma, you know, and that's not to compare trauma to trauma. It is trauma. we were all of a sudden living our lives, and then all of a sudden that was stripped away. That is trauma. It was shocking. It happened very, very fast. Okay, life can't just be the same after that. There is a period of healing and unraveling and talking and conversation that has to be had. So now is not the time to be distracted. Oh, I'm just going to bury things under the sand and return back to normal life. It's important that these things become addressed. Structures and systems are breaking down, and Spirit just keeps saying to me, overthrow. They keep saying words to me like revolution to resolution. I feel that countries that are specifically suppressed right now, for example, North Korea, I feel like over the next 5 years, we are going to see an overthrow of their system. Revolutions and uprisings are going to start happening more and more. I feel like they already are happening. As I said, they're just not being televised. This is power to the people. That's the phase we're moving into now. It's bringing that power back to the people, and this is going to cause a lot of divide, because there'll be people who like to be or who others like to label, as free spirits or wacky or what's the word people like to use? Oh, democratic. Left wing. These kind of people that don't believe in rules and don't believe in structure. And then you'll have the other side of it, where people are like, no, we need rules, we need this. There has to be balance. Balance is very big here. Now more than ever, Spirit is saying that the classes are closer now than they've ever been in a long time. That doesn't make sense. Than they've been in a long time. Where we would once have had a massive gap between higher class and working class, especially here in the UK. I don't know if that's the same in other countries if you have class systems, but classism is very, very rife in the UK. Those classes are closer than they've ever been because of COVID. COVID made a lot of people lose a lot of money. It stripped a lot of people from their careers, their businesses, but it also made those who maybe were working class start their own businesses and grow their own money. So it was really a closing in systems, because Spirit is trying to bring balance back to our world. They're trying to make humans human again. We have become so desensitized and so dehumanized almost, where we were just going about our everyday lives and living our everyday lives. Sorry, I will pull some cards. Living our everyday lives as if why am I not surprised to see that come out? Living our everyday lives as if it was no issue, just worrying consistently about ourselves. And now I'm going to pull 4 Golden Tarot cards. That's the tarot deck that I use, Golden Tarot. And now it's more about community. It's more about us coming together as people, creating better systems, creating systems that work for all of us. Okay, final card, please, Spirit, of the Golden Tarot deck. Yeah. Okay, so interestingly here, first card Spirit has given is the 5 of Swords. This card is about conflict, okay? This card is about a period of disagreement and disillusion almost, not getting on, not agreeing. And I feel that's really what the governments and those in charge are trying to do. They're trying to divide and conquer. For example, the vaccine. Those who want to be vaccinated, those who don't want to be vaccinated. We're now having conversations about it. We're now being made to say, well, if you're vaccinated, you can do this, and if you're not, you can do that. And I'm not getting into conversation about whether you're not or whether you are. I'm just saying that's what I feel. It's this divide and conquer, rather than accepting people's opinions and their, that everyone's different. And that's what, these conversations are going to keep coming up. There's going to be more and more and more difficult conversations, because Spirit is saying balance, 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 especially in power. That is what this is all about. I use this analogy a lot, but it's like when you're clearing out your home, you pull everything out. You pull everything out of the wardrobe. You lay everything on the floor so you can look at it and go, okay, I would like to keep that and I don't want that. That's where we're at. Everything's getting exposed. Everything's coming out. Okay, the Hanged Man. Looking at things from a different perspective. We need to learn to understand each other. If we're to move forward in harmony, Spirit really make me feel that we're at a crossroads and things could really go either way right now. And if we don't come together, understanding that we have different opinions, understanding that we come from different places, understanding that we're different people but with one mission and one cause, if we don't do that, we're really at a balance of this earth getting worse. Coronavirus is the tip of the iceberg. Spirit is saying things could get a lot worse. Climate change, for example. Spirit said to me, where is it? I wrote it down. yeah, they brought in, for example, the poles are sinking and fast. Okay, so they talk to me about Antarctica and they talk to me about the poles. They're showing me just water. Like, things are happening quickly. And if we don't come together and stop it, it's going to be a problem. Okay, it already is a problem, but we're at a crossroads right now. We're at a point where if we make changes, if we work together, we can adjust. Spirit is talking about politics and how this really is about power over the people, whereas they want to give power to the people. Politics is power over the people, and they're making me feel that politicians behind closed doors are friends. They come out and they argue and they, divide us because they want us to be divided. That's how they remain in power. That's the structure in power. 9 of Wands is about independence, standing on your own. They want to keep us independent. When we come together, when people come together and they protest and they stand up, we're powerful. Think how many people there are on this planet compared to politicians, okay? They know that. But we need to know that. We need to know that we are powerful. We need to know that when we stand up for ourselves, when we show up as light, when we are our best selves, we are powerful beyond measure. Okay, truly, truly. But they want to keep us divided. And they do that by arising these rules and these regulations. They say, let's throw out a media story about petrol. Let's say there's no petrol. If you're in the UK, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And people can start arguing over petrol. And people can call people whatever. And, and it's about constantly throwing in these little nuggets of division. Okay, and we need to be aware of that. Traditions are breaking. The Hierophant is about tradition. Okay, it's about the way things have been done, the way things will continue to be done, authority. This is all about tradition and structure and systems and all of that. We have the power in our hands to create new systems, but we are very much at a crossroads as to, whether that's going to happen. So Moonology, I like to pull this deck when we're diving a bit deeper. So let's do 3 Moonology cards, and let's see what else I have written down here from Spirit. They're talking about a global revolution, and overthrowing governments. There's really going to come a moment in time. Oh, wow. Balance, spirituality and practicality. Balance is really what Spirit are striving for here. We can have governments, but they need to have people involved in it. It can't just be them constantly telling us what to do. And that's what it has been. And it's been this constant push and pull and push and pull. We need to find balance. Balance between spirituality and practicality. Okay, Spirit, what's going on deeper under the surface? What's going on deeper under the surface, Spirit? Nothing will come of this situation. Okay. Right. And final. Whew. Okay. Surrender to the divine. Spirit are clear. Okay. Balance spirituality and practicality. If we don't, nothing will change. If we don't balance spirituality and practicality, nothing will change. If we don't surrender to the divine, nothing will change. We need to understand, and I think as humans we can sometimes get lost in our own lives and in our own worlds, not realizing that we're part of a galaxy, a universe. Like, there's so much more going on in this world than us. There's been more before us, there will be a ton more after us. This is about seeing a bigger picture. Okay. Okay, Spirit just come through so thick and fast. There's more exposure to come in terms of what governments are truly doing with money, and Spirit keeps showing me President Biden and also President Trump. I feel that Trump is coming back. I don't know if he's been broadcast in the States. I haven't seen anything about him here in the UK, but Spirit makes me feel like he's coming out to talk about structures and things that shouldn't, I hate that word, but that we wouldn't necessarily talk about. Dominic Cummings came out here and spoke out against Boris Johnson, who is the Prime Minister of the UK, and I feel like we're going to see more of that, more exposure, lots more exposure, things that are being done with money. Spirit is also making me feel that there's charities that are going to be exposed, charities that have been given a lot of money. I'm seeing the colour red. I don't want to say the charity name, I don't want to get in trouble, but I'm guessing you can kind of think what charity that may be. Charities that have been donated lots of money money. Like, money's a big thing here, okay? There's a lot of money to be lost. There's a lot of money at stake for those in power. And Spirit is making me feel that there's people within organizations that, you know, that hold the power because they know stuff. And if they say it, like people that have worked for Facebook have come out and started talking about Facebook, and, you know, they're the people that have the knowledge. They truly know what's going on. Companies are not as powerful as they think. Like, people have freedom of voice now with social media. Hence why I do feel, and I think I said it already, that social media platforms are going to be going down more and more and more, and we're going to see the rise of new social media platforms coming out. Social media platforms that aren't run by big organizations, that are run by the people. This is all about restructure and reform. Okay, so yeah, balance spirituality and practicality. We need a balance between people and power, and I feel like we're going to see more people in power. Spirit makes me feel like further down the line, maybe like 10-20 years down the line, like people will be invited and allowed to speak in like the Houses of Parliament, in the White House. I know people are now, but I feel like it will be more of a free-flowing thing. That's what we're moving towards. We're moving towards real democracy, not play democracy, okay? So we need that balance, but it is up to us. So hold your power, know your power, show up as light. That's what we need right now. Otherwise, nothing will come of this and nothing will change. And it's important for us to surrender to Spirit and understand that what is happening is for our own good, and to work with them. So stay aligned, stay in your light. I spoke about this over my Instagram a few months ago. You know, if you feel helpless, show up as light. It is our job to feel good. Show up as a happy spirit, because I've seen a lot of people talk about the frequency vibrations of energy and mood, and energy frequency of like blame, guilt, anger is all very low, and we want to, this is a spiritual warfare. We need to move out of that low frequency energy. So if you feel helpless, try and focus on feeling good. And you may feel like that's not doing anything, but trust me, it is raising the vibration of the planet. And I don't know what the exact term of it is called, but it has been scientifically proven. Okay, so focus on feeling good if you feel like you can't do anything else. Okay, this is the surrender deck. I really love this deck, and through this I'm going to ask Spirit to show us, what do we need to let go of? How do we move forward of this? What do we need to let go of in order to move forward? Whew. How do we let go in order to move forward? Okay. How do we let go in order to move forward? Okay, Spirit is also talking about an oil crisis that's going to happen, and explosions. And I feel this is happening over in the Middle East. That maybe has not yet been televised, but will be televised. They're making me feel like people are being moved out of their homes for oil to be dug up. Oil is a big issue and has been a big issue for many, many years. Again, it is up to us to expose this. It is up to us to become the media. Don't get distracted by petty, you know, celebrity. For example, celebrities are distractions. It's important for us. Okay, I that's probably contradictory for me. He sits here and does celebrity tarot readings. They're great escapism, but let's not get caught up so much in them that we lose track of what's really going on in the real world. So yeah, oil is going to be a big topic of talk, I feel, especially over the next 2 to 3 years. Spirit brings me to 2028. This is a significant year for our planet. They're talking about conclusion. All of this that we're doing now, I feel like, is leading up to 2028. Spirit is saying that doesn't mean that things are going to stay a certain way. So it's coming through. I know I'm speaking very, very fast. That's how Spirit channels through me. It's very, very quick. That doesn't mean that, you know, coronavirus is going to be around for that long. I feel like coronavirus is something we're dealing with, and as I mentioned, COVID, they're talking about 2025, but just all different topics leading up until 2028, when things will start to calm down. So it's just all about that uproar until we can find some resolution and some balance. So Spirit, what do we need to surrender as we move forward to that point? What do we need to surrender as we move forward to that point? Talking about celebrity and music, Spirit's also making me feel that music is going to become more political. So if we go back maybe to like the 60s, 70s, even the probably early 80s, music was very much... okay, one more. Okay. Oh, 2 more. Okay. So music was very much political, specifically in the 60s and the 70s, and I feel like we're going to start seeing that even more. People really talking out in their music, talking out on their social media platforms, celebrities really coming out. We've seen it, Nicki Minaj talking about COVID, and Cardi B as well. So surrender to miracles, be open to miracles occurring in your life, feel and know that these events are real, let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. That is about us becoming more open and knowing that, we are powerful. I've talked about that before, the power of our minds, what we think we bring into reality, how we feel we bring into reality. We need to start realizing that we are energy, we're not just 3D, okay? You, as a person watching this, me, we are energy fields. So the way we vibrate affects the planet. We're all one, okay? So you need to surrender to that. Understand that you yourself are a miracle, and it's a miracle you're here, okay? Surrender to non-action. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. Now is not the time to, again, be distracted. Now is not the time to be fighting against other people. This is about harnessing your power. And I spoke earlier about understanding that we're coming together as a community. It is your job to show up in that community as a high vibrating, feel good person. Sometimes, a lot of the time, we cannot control what's going on around us, okay? But what we can focus on is us, okay? So focus on your own power. That is the power. That is the power. Focus on your own power so that we can come together as a powerful collective, okay? Surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that comes from just being you. Again, that's about knowing your power. This is spirit really wanting to give us our power back. I cannot even describe it. I just keep hearing power to the people, power to the people, power to the people. The power needs to shift hands. And that's not completely. That is just simply to bring balance. We need to have a government structure that allows people to be a part of it, because right now it's very much a tier system and it's falling down, okay? It doesn't work anymore. Surrender the idea you can fix someone. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try and fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. And that's exactly what I said. It is up to you to heal yourself. It is up to you to get yourself in a high vibrating state. It is up to you to become aligned so that we can come together. Not to say don't worry about other people or don't care for other people, but don't be distracted by them, okay? Focus on your own feeling good. If someone's bringing you down, if someone's bringing negativity into your life, come back to yourself, raise yourself up, and then come to them. It's up to you to show up in this world as a high vibrational being. And lastly, before we move on, power to the people. Power to the people. You know what? Comment power to the people down in the comments below if you've got this far. Okay, I'm feeling drawn to pull 2 angel cards. What angel can the people pull on or call on at this time, Spirit, to guide us during this transition? What angel can people call on at this time to guide us during this transition? Okay, right. One more, Spirit, please. What other angel can people call on at this time to guide us? Bouncing around. What other... I'm sorry, my battery did die there. So the other angel is Commander Ashta and the other angel is Diana. So Diana is focused intention. Think about what you desire, set your sights high, expect the best possible outcome. Commander Ashta, call to action, take charge, lead by example, walk your... what other 2 angels could we expect here? Spirit really want us to know that if we want change in this planet, if we want our planet to stay, we have to change. We have to become high vibrational beings. We need to understand who we are. We need to recognize our own power so that we can show up as power. And then when people come with these rules and regulations and societal systems that don't serve us, we can show up and say no. This is about being focused, about knowing yourself, connecting with yourself, because remember, we are one. So as you connect with yourself, you connect in with others, you connect in with the earth. It's important to start with you, okay? Focused intention, focus. Don't be distracted. I talked about it. Don't be distracted. Now is not the time to be distracted by news stories. It's not the time to be distracted by there not being enough petrol. It's not the time to be distracted by gimmicks that aren't real or true. Think with your mind. Don't just follow the crowd. Focus. Don't let fear distract you. because that's what they want. These stories, and I'm going to keep using the petrol crisis. Okay, there was a petrol crisis, but it was just because we didn't have enough drivers. It was gone within, what, 5-7 days? Like, come on, people. Focus. Focus. Call to action. Take charge. Lead by example. Walk your talk. Follow your own intuition, your own light, your own guidance, so that you can show up as light in the world, as power, and we can come together as a powerful collective. This is all what Spirit is saying. We need to take back our power. Okay, this has been a mystery Monday as to what is going on this earth, and this is what Spirit has said. We are moving back into our power, but it is up to us to show up as that power, and only we can do that. So power to the people. Comment it down in the comments below. I do hope you've enjoyed this reading. I love these readings. I love world predictions. We're getting to the end of the year, so there's so many more of them coming. If it's your kind of thing, please do stick around and subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, please do hit a lovely thumbs up. Again, if you'd like your own reading with me, you can just head over to www.kirstilewis.com for more information. And yeah, power to us. We have the power to change this, and it starts with us. So thank you so much for being with me today, lovelies, and I will see you soon for another video. Bye.